Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, ready to do your bonus read for Saturday the 15th of December. I woke up very early this morning and I'm just thinking I'm going to go and finish off the readings and I'm going to go and have another lay back down again because I don't think I've had enough sleep. I've got a big weekend ahead of me, so thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've got your tea or your coffee ready. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you on board. Do join up to my Facebook page. I currently have a free reading on offer, a free YouTube reading. So if you're interested in that, if you want something more like a face-to-face and you live overseas, there can be a little bit of an issue trying to line up the timing, but it can be done, and I do early mornings, late nights to make sure I can. So if you're interested in face-to-face, you can do that as well. And that's at my website, www.theaussiegoddess.com. Okay, we are ready to do your your bonus read. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles coming up first. The Four of Pentacles is a card that talks about hanging on. It can talk about being stubborn, refusing to move forward. We can also talk about hanging on to money, being frugal, hanging on to the past, not letting your thoughts and feelings go. And the one I get a lot with this one is about hanging on to the way you think about things, your ideas, your being narrow-minded about stuff, not willing to accept other people's ideas. You can't put those pentacles down because you're hanging on to them very tightly there. Okay, so the first card we have out is the Eight of Wands. Now, this talks about messages coming and going very quickly. Sometimes it's messages of love because they're obviously passion, but messages moving quickly. It talks about internet communication, texting, emails. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles next. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard on something. This can be you working hard on yourself, or it can be about working hard on a project. Can be a craft, a hobby, working hard on a hobby, but definitely working hard on something here. Really concentrating to get it right. Okay, now we have the Emperor coming out next. Now, the Emperor is the man. He's the combination of all the kings. He's, wise. He's got enough to keep him going. He has really nice robes, right? And a crown. But he's sort of like your pinnacle of men. Could be a father figure, could be somebody who's in control of something. And he is at his worst a man who fears giving up control because he's used to controlling. So he doesn't much like that. So it could be that you're around someone who's very controlling, or it could be someone who has the upper hand in what you're doing at the moment. Okay, and then I have the card of Temperance. Now, the Temperance talks about equal give and take, but it also talks about divine timing, time being right for something to happen. She does have an equal balance in her life. It may be that you actually to this point where you're understanding balance. Interesting, because she's turning away from the Emperor here. And the Emperor sometimes represents the male counterpart of the twin flames. The next card I have out is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel. This is about things turning in your favour. This is about karma again. There's lots of karma in the readings today. We have a Knight of Cups here. Now, he came up in the What's Cracking reading. Someone's making a love offer here. There's a love offer coming in. This could be a love reading from a King of Wands, most likely. Could be your Emperor, though. Could be your twin flame. Leo, Sag, or Aries, but more likely someone who's a leader, who's passionate, attractive, has that air of dignity about them. Strong. Could be somebody you're dealing with in a business, could be a business owner, but definitely someone who is very, very leadery. That's a word I've just made up. Okay, and then we have a King of Pentacles. So it could be somebody too who's earthy. So you could have someone here, you could have two people here, or you could have someone who is very fiery but also very grounded. So the King of Pentacles can be the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but more likely to be the energy of someone who's very grounded, down to earth, straightforward, direct, organised, maybe a little too focused on money. Very interesting here. And then we have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands. Oh dear, I do need to go back to get to bed. Seven of Wands. So we have the card of being defensive, you know, holding your ground, standing your ground, not letting people walk on you, you know, saying no, that type of thing. But feeling like you've got to defend your honour here. Okay, so what I have. Very interesting. You don't want to budge on something. That's obvious here because I have that and I have this defending thing. Something's happening here and you don't want to budge on it. Like you've put a lot of work into this. There's messages going backwards and forwards here from somebody. And this is about you have done a lot of work on yourself maybe. There's some sort of karmic turn of events here and some sort of moving forward. I feel like there's an offer here from either a earth sign or a fire sign. Could be the same person carrying both energies. Could be that they're an earth sign but they're just very fiery and passionate at the moment. Doesn't have to be two people. But I feel like they are someone who holds a lot of power in your life. Could be a father figure, could be a lover. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself to bring in balance here, and you're turning away from this offer for some reason. You don't want to give up your pentacles in the beginning. At the end here, you're defending your honour. So messages are going backwards and forwards, but I don't think this person's offering you what you want here. Whoever they are, they're not offering you what you want. You're refusing this offer here. So there's something again karmic about this, and I'm pretty sure this was similar reading to what we got in the What's Cracking. This is about you understanding equal give and take. You've worked really hard to gain this understanding, and I feel like someone's coming in with an offer for you, some sort of offer for a relationship, something karmic. Could be a twin flame, being we got the Emperor here, but it's like you're not taking this because it's not what you want the offer to be. I feel like it's exactly the same reading. Different deck of cards, different energies, but the same. It's like the energies of the cards are saying the same thing here. It's like you don't want to undo the good work you've done. You're turning your back on it with this Temperance card. It's like, if it's not what I want, I'm not taking it. You can have it back. And it looks like there's lots of messages and defensiveness here. It's almost like there's messages going backwards and forwards saying, but what about this? And you're going, no, I am not accepting that. It's not what I want. And then the other person's coming back and going, well, what about this? And you're going, no, don't want it. And they're coming back and going, well, how about this? No, don't want that either. What do you want? Well, I've worked really hard on myself here. I want to have an offer that fits with me. What is that offer? Not showing an outcome. Okay, oh my goodness, how incredible is that? This is the card that came out the front of the last reading. Okay, I can tell you now, this is a love reading. This is a love reading. It's going backwards and forwards here. Someone wants to be with you, someone wants to make an offer. You're not accepting it because it's not coming in the shape you want it to. This poor Empress like going, well, hang on, how about this? And you're going, no, don't want that, back turned. This is karmic. This is because you've learned to respect yourself. This is about you finally standing up for your rights and making a decision here on whether you move forward in love or not. Very interesting. Again, similar reading. Blows me out. All different cards, but they all mean the same thing. So we got the Wheel of Fortune rather than the rather than the Karma card. We have the King of Cups is the same because he was offering in the last reading as well. This person desperately wants to be with you, but they can't seem to make the offer what you want. They're not understanding. They're not understanding the give and take of a relationship. Maybe they're offering something they think's really good, but you're not getting it. You're not getting it at all because you're not looking at it from the same perspective. There's no cards of communication. Oh my goodness, no wonder. There's not one single sword in this reading. There is zero conversation. The communication is really poor because you're passionate and you're driven and you want this and there's all this other stuff involved, but no communication. It's not clear. Someone's not being direct here. Someone's not understanding what. Someone's trying to offer you something and you're not understanding why they think it's a good offer. I'm trying to feel an example out here from this reading, and I'm thinking maybe someone's coming in and wants you to have a relationship that is casual. Okay, maybe they want a casual relationship and you're saying, no, I've worked really hard on myself. I've got all these things right. I only want to move forward if I've got something more stable. And the other person's saying, but if we have a casual relationship, I could see you 2 or 3 nights a week. And you're going, no, I don't want 2 or 3 nights a week. I want the full thing. I want everything. I want the full relationship. I want stability. I want love. And they're going, well, hang on a moment. I can give you love. We can have sex whenever you want it. And I'm willing to do all of that. But I just don't want a permanent relationship. And you're like, no, I just want a permanent relationship. It's like the communication's like that. It's crazy. But no clear communication, not one single sword here to say to me that you're communicating effectively here. It's like both of you aren't really understanding what that's about. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're not really getting why someone would even try to offer all this stuff to you and not understand that what you want is a commitment here. You want a full-time relationship. You're ready to make the choice and walk away from this if you don't get what you want. And it's not about being selfish. It's about standing by what you've learned in the past. This is karmic. It's their lesson too. They have to understand too. It's about growth for them as well. It's about them understanding, you can't just sort of have what you want and not consider what the other person wants in the equation. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe you've felt this before. You don't want to do it anymore. Okay. How interesting. So the card of Forgives come out and it says it's time to let go of anger and blame here. Okay, so this is a situation where you can't, the other card that came out before was love from your parents. It may have something to do with your parents, why you are seeing things this way. Maybe the work you've done on yourself is to do some healing from your childhood too. But this person isn't getting you at all. But it's their lesson as well because the karma wheel's here. This is about them learning you can't treat people that way either. He probably thinks or she probably thinks that they're doing the right thing by you, but you've still got your back turned on it here. You don't want anything to do with it, right? Great reading. Have a fantastic day.